Hello friends. On this episode of the Adams Chetwood video newsletter, I'm going to answer a question that I get pretty frequently during periods of stress or fear or uncertainty, and that is, should I be buying gold right now? And whenever I answer this question, I point to an illustration that comes from one of my investing heroes, Warren Buffett, to his letter to shareholders. And even though this is something that he put out a few years ago, I think the logic is really helpful when we tell people that we really don't encourage them to hold large amounts of physical gold or really any currency or currency alternative. So I'm going to put an illustration up in front of you that I think will help make my point. And in his letter to shareholders, Warren Buffett said that if you took all the gold in the world, it would amount to about 170,000 metric tons. So if you melded that together into one nice, neat little cube, it would fit roughly in the inside of a baseball diamond, and it would be about 68 feet per side. And he said at current market prices, again, this is a few years ago, but prices aren't too different today. At current market prices, that block of metal would be worth $9.6 trillion. And he simply asked the question, what else could we buy for $9.6 trillion? Well, for one, we could buy all of the U.S. cropland. I believe it's about 400 million acres of U.S. cropland, and that cropland generates about $200 billion of revenue every year. Additionally, on top of that, we could buy 16 ExxonMobil's, which at the time was a very profitable company. I believe they were generating about $40 billion annually of earnings. And then in addition to the 16 ExxonMobil's and all of the U.S. cropland, you could have $1 trillion of just walking around money. Now, I know that these days, $1 trillion doesn't seem like a lot of money when we're spending it every day congressionally, but I think the point still remains that we would rather own productive assets that are generating income for their shareholders rather than just a block of shiny metal that doesn't generate anything. And that would be why we don't own huge quantities of the Mexican peso or the euro for clients. And coincidentally, one of the reasons why we don't recommend clients buy large amounts of cryptocurrencies. Because at the end of the day, all of those things, gold, peso, Bitcoin, they are currency alternatives and they don't generate anything. So I hope that illustration is helpful in just helping you understand our logic when we advise clients to own productive assets rather than speculative assets. I hope that's helpful, and I hope you have a great day.